Thank you for joining Paper Trail Travels. We're frugal retirees and we're full-time van lifing. Check us out in Moab, Utah. We're taking a drive through town before we enter into the park. There's a lot to see and do in the town of Moab. Got a lot of cool shopping, terrific restaurants, including some of the best tacos I've ever had. There's an opportunity to do some four-wheeling. You can rent some vehicles here. A lot of outdoor gear shops. I'm wondering if this is where Merrill first got the idea for the name for their Moab shoes, my favorite shoes. We're not sponsored by Merrill, but Merrill, if you're listening, I'm open. Hey subscribers, thank you for all of you guys smashing that like button and signing up to be notified for our new videos. It's really been great and our viewership has increased tremendously. How does anybody feel about this very precariously perched rock? Utah is absolutely a stunning state. It's noted for the Mighty Five national parks, Zion Bryce, Canyonlands, Arches, and Capitol Reef. We did not visit Capitol Reef. There is so much to see and do in Utah. It's hard to make time for all of it. When you plan your trip to Utah, don't forget about the Vernal Rodeo, Dinosaur National Monument, and Dixie National Forest. Additional must-see places, in our opinion. The entrance to Arches National Park is in Moab, Utah. The city was originally founded in mid-1855 as a Mormon mission, but it was abandoned later that year after a conflict with local Indian peoples. Interest in the region was rekindled in the mid-1870s and a settlement became established there by the early 1880s. Moab is famous as a popular base for mountain bikers who ride the extensive network of trails, including Sicker Rock Trail. It's also popular for off-roaders. Moab is known for its rust-red stone arches and spires. The drive to Moab in southern Utah has no shortage of dramatic scenery. The public lands surrounding Moab have some of the darkest sites remaining in the contiguous 48 United States for night sky star viewing. As few as 1 in 10 Americans live in an area where they can see the estimated 2,500 stars that should be visible under normal conditions. It truly is an amazing and magical night sky.
That was so awesome.
Where'd you get the nice belt?
Why, thank you. It's sparkly. Oh my gosh.
Another one of those precarious rocks. Oftentimes, we'll arrive at the national park late in the afternoon, the day before we plan to spend an entire day in the park. And we spend a little bit of what they call golden hour, taking a look at all the colors and the layout of the park, just taking a drive through. And boy, this was really worth it. You can see the amazing red colors of the rocks, and you can see how they change in the lighting with the sun and the shade. This is totally Jim's idea, doing a quick drive through the park the day prior. It's really helpful in identifying which sites and which trailheads are really crowded, difficult parking scenarios, and if we need to come extra early to a particular trailhead in order to get a spot. Here's our next rig. We're going to invest in this thing. Bring some chapstick. The air out here is drier than anything you experienced. Timed entry is a requirement for this park. We did not obtain it ahead of time. Going in late afternoon, we had no problem, and the next day we arrived early and also had no problem even though it was the height of the summer. Our day at Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. and we thought we would just stop and take a beautiful look around in the evening light.
Standing right here at the visitor center at the exit to the park. We've been here about 6 hours, ready to get some rest, relaxation before we hike some trails tomorrow. We'll see you down the road.
Are you ready for day 2 at Arches National Park? I sure am. Look at me all happy and cool in the morning. We started off nice and early. We were doing kind of a long uphill hike to the very famous Arches, and we wanted to make sure we got a bright and early start. I'm right behind you.
All right.
American Indians treasure rock markings like these. because they depict history of their ancestors from hundreds or thousands of years ago. Ute Indian history dictates that they may have acquired horses from Spanish traders as early as the 1580s.